All right, my friends, it's Donnie,
And Sandra.
and we are coming to you from Tanglewood Park. Tanglewood Park. And this is going to be, I believe it's in
Yes.
Forsyth County, North Carolina. This is not a new county. We've done Forsyth County
Several
many
times.
days ago, many ages, and
Several times.
several times we've been out here. This is an annual trip for us. Now, we're staying at the campground. And what we decided to do, this is our last night, and then tomorrow we are headed to another annual trip that we do in conjunction with this one, and that is Mayberry Campgrounds, which is in Mount Airy, North Carolina.
Which is in Surrey.
And that's in Surrey County, which we've already done. And Mount Airy is another annual trip that we just absolutely love. But when you stay in the campground out here, they only do RVs, no tent camping. But they do allow, any of you with a van, they do allow van.
Yeah.
If you got a van, they'll let you in here. We saw a guy with a van, or a couple with a van. But at any rate, let me show you real quick what's behind me here. And you can see the snowflakes twinkling in the woods back there. And as we're talking, you're going to see a few videos of some things pop up of when we went through the lights. You'll see that. We'll show that off and on through this, but we decided to do a little sit down moment. Those of you that's been following us ought to know about the sit down moment. I think I'm going to make a playlist. I'm going to sit myself down on this bench. I think I'm going to do a playlist on my YouTube channel called The Sit Down Moments. And so, but guys, I'm going to kind of keep the camera towards the lights here, but we actually walked. It looks like they're starting to let people through now. It was a little bit, just almost dark when we walked out here.
It would have been right at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, okay. But whenever you stay out here on the campground, they let you come through the lights and see the lights as many times as you want. They give you something to hang on your rear view mirror, and you can come through the lights 50 times in one night if you want to.
I don't know if that's possible.
I know it's impossible, but I'm just telling you, you can come through as many times as you want. And so, we're in site 38.
38, yes.
I think it's 38. Mm-hmm. 38. We're in site 38, and this is what it looks like. This is a new site that we've been into, and so a very good site. I will have to say this: we were a little wondering if it was going to be too much of a lean for us, but it wasn't. It wasn't, and the motorhome leveled very good. And so, any of you out there that's looking for a site, don't know what site to pick, 38 is a good one. And so, just check out our other previous videos. And
it's right there at the shower house, which the shower house was very nice.
Yeah, it's right at the shower house. But look at the other videos, guys. Anytime we stay at a new site, even though we've been at a campground many times, we'll tell you about the site. And so, but the bathhouse, they put new shower heads in.
Yep.
And
it looks like they put a new coat of paint on the whole thing.
Yeah, it looked like they updated it. Yeah. And so really, really nice. But yeah, they now they do hire host out here. I think they require, at least last time I saw, they required 2 weeks.
Yes.
They required 2 weeks, but give you a free place. You get to be out here. Again, they let you see the lights on your day off, I'm sure.
Right now, it looks like there's 3 hosts, and they take turns. It looks like being on duty.
Yeah, they take turns.
They have a little sign outside their camper, which one's on duty.
Yeah, yeah. Other than that, they did have a few new lights.
Yes.
Out at
and this year the lights are $20 cash per vehicle and $23 if you're paying with card.
And that's 2024.
Yes.
24. Mm-hmm. Now we saw somebody with a Class A motorhome driving through this.
Yes.
And they said motor coaches are $115 or buses.
So unless they were staying at the campground, they paid $115.
Well, yeah, unless they stayed at the campground, they got charged 115 smackers. And so, but This one right here is a cool one. Now, Sandra and I one year, we went walking through this place. I didn't think anything of it. We waited till it was good and dark, and we took off walking this. We got about as far as the train.
Yep.
The train that lights up. Any of you guys that's been through this and you've seen the train, if I can get a picture of that, a video of that train in action, I will show you it. And but we walked all the way to there, and I heard somebody that was it was a police officer. The police, I think,
in a car, wasn't it?
well, we did get stopped by a police officer also. Two people stopped us, but the police officer got us first. He was directing traffic, and he's like, he was cool. He was cool, but he said he said, I can't stop you. He says, but they really don't like people just walking around this place. We were on a sidewalk, and he said as long as we were on the sidewalk, we were okay. And the next thing I know, he was real nice. We had a real good conversation. We were leaving, and we were walking back, and I heard somebody said, hey, I got him right here. And so we were being sought after, and it was somebody, one of the employees in a truck, and they said that they really didn't like people walking around at nighttime.
Which
And
is
so
understandable.
it's understandable because, I mean, you got this, as you guys can see, nobody can really see you real good. And so if
People
you're,
have their lights on coming to the light.
I guess they didn't want something getting started. You know, if we got out there doing something and then somebody else said, hey, they did it. And then next thing you know, you got 50, 60 people out here walking around at the lights. And so, but I think the first time we ever did it is they have a bed and breakfast here. Then the bed and breakfast, we walked out. They actually have lights in the front lawn. And I think now they have Santa Claus and the reindeer leaving, flying off. They got that. I think the church, like you're looking at the top of the buildings. And then they got some people from like Victorian area and era, and so they're out there. And so that's the bed and breakfast if you guys ever want to stay out there. And so the kids were little.
Yeah, the kids were very young.
Oh my gosh, they were just toddlers when we were out there. And but now this trip that we're at now is one of the coldest road trips we've ever taken. They're expecting it to get down into the teens, the 20s and teens from Friday. This is Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving. And starting tonight's supposed to get down to 31, 32. So I went ahead and filled up the fresh water tank and took in the sewer hose and the water hose. And then Friday night, it's supposed to get, I think, 29. And then it's supposed to be significantly lower each day out, 22, 23, 20 degrees. And so we are definitely getting an Arctic snap coming through this area. And so they're not calling for any bad weather. It's just supposed to be super cold. And so that's good. If they were calling for ice and snow and all that stuff, we'd have canceled the trip and lost our money.
Yeah.
And so, but you know, it's just one of the things that you take a chance on. And so, not unless you cancel a couple weeks out. And so, but other than that, this is not one of those trips we usually do a lot of videoing. But we decided, why not? And so it's what I was telling Sandra when we were walking out here, how quiet. You know, usually when it's snowing, it's like the snow absorbs noise. And that's what it does. You know, it just, anybody that's had any type of soundproofing done, you know, it absorbs noise. And it's like that's what snow does. It just seems like when you're out here looking at these lights.
The lights do that.
The lights do that.
Maybe it's just because it's mesmerizing.
I think it's just mesmerizing. I think it gets your attention. It distracts you. And like a mobile does with a baby.
Yeah.
It distracts you. And
It
so,
holds your attention.
yeah, it holds your attention. And it just seems like you don't really pay attention to anything else. And so it's just, I don't know. There's something about these lights that just seems like it's just peaceful, peace and quiet. And so, but other than that, I can't think of anything really else to say.
I don't think
You got anything else you want to?
no. We're going to be seeing more lights later on this week.
Yeah.
At Galax, Virginia.
Yeah, whenever we go to Mount Airy.
We're going to High Country Christmas.
Is it High Country Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a pottery place that we like to go to,
Yeah,
Blue Ridge
Ceramics. Yeah.
Blue Ridge Ceramics. And I did one of those frogs.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get a picture of that, guys, I'll show you on the screen. I did this frog last year.
He does things other than ceramics. He does barn quilts now. He does the mosaic glass that you fuse together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he does a separate, and he teaches classes. Yep.
It is really good. Really neat guy.
His name is Scot.
And we met it. We got to know the company.
In Mount Airy.
In Mount Airy, they had a store, and they were doing Christmas trees, ceramic Christmas trees with people.
And we signed up for a class and took our family.
Yeah, we signed up a class, brought the kids, and came with some friends. And Sandra brought, Austin brought his wife.
And some of her family.
And her,
Mom
and her mom and sister, and we all went out there and we did a Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the coolest thing. And then the next year, they had closed that down, and they were just strictly doing it out of his place that he had in Virginia. And then I think a death in the family happened.
He lost his building.
He lost his building, and he opened up another place, which is more of a cozier type of atmosphere. And but Scott is a cool fella.
Yeah.
And really knows a lot about ceramics and all that stuff. And so we're planning on seeing him, and then we're going to see these lights. And what I've been told about these lights that we're going to go see in Virginia is if you're caught, I guess the guy that he owns the property or whatever, I guess he's got cameras out. And if he sees anybody get out of their car or mess around with the lights, he'll shut them all down.
Yeah, he would probably shut it down for us to sit down.
He'll shut them all down. He'll shut them all off.
He'd probably shut it down.
Yeah, he'll shut them all off.
It says it on their Facebook page.
Does it really?
Yep. It says if you're anywhere near the lights, he will shut it down for the night. For the night. It's like done.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So this guy ain't playing around. So he ain't playing around.
But their lights, supposedly from what I could tell, are set to music. It's those lights that are like flash to music and stuff.
I got you.
Yep.
Well, this right here is, my God, we've been coming out to Tanglewood at these lights for how long?
I was pregnant with Austin. That's been 29 years ago.
29 years.
And this is their 33rd year they've had lights out here.
Oh my goodness. How many?
33 years.
33 years.
They've been doing this for 33 years, yeah. But we've been coming for 29 years.
They added a new one. If you guys know the store that they that you can go in and buy stuff. I think you can, at one point in time, they let you roast marshmallows and stuff. I don't know if they let you do.
They still do.
They still do that?
Yeah.
And anyway, right across the street from that, there's a Santa Claus, like he's blowing cold air or something like that.
Yeah. And they've gotten rid of some lights too. They got rid of the leaves falling.
Yep, the leaves.
Like these snowflakes right here. They had leaves.
Yep. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but if you see those things twinkling, about the middle of the screen, you see them twinkling, or they had leaves. And they don't have those. They didn't have them this year. And so they was doing some work to another area. If you guys...
the clubhouse.
The clubhouse. If you guys know where the clubhouse is, or the cemetery. There's a cemetery, the church and all that. They're redoing something up there, and so they weren't allowing cars up there. And so, but other than that, guys, we're going to sit here and just enjoy it and just kind of watch the cars go by. But, one more thing. One of the security guards out here said that they spotted a white deer. Yep. A white deer. And he said it was opposite. Yeah. You know how the deer is usually darker on the body and then it has a white underbelly? He said this one had a darker underbelly and a white body.
It wasn't albino, it's just a white.
It wasn't albino, but it was white. Yeah. He says it's been spotted. It's been spotted, so that would be something to see.
We just saw some deer a while ago.
Yeah. And so, but other than that, my friends, we wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Even though this video is going to get posted late after
Happy
Thanksgiving.
belated Thanksgiving.
Yeah, belated Thanksgiving. Well, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, so Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It'll get to you before Christmas. And so, but anywho, we wish everybody just the best. All my RV travelers and stuff like that. We wish y'all safe travels. We love all of y'all. Everybody means a lot to us. And so all of our friends on Facebook, we really do appreciate you guys. Even though the ones we may not hear of or see much of, we appreciate y'all, you guys sticking around. And we just don't know what 2025 has in store. We do know we're getting a brand new president. Praise God. And I am really looking forward to seeing what he's going to do these next 4 years. But you guys take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.